Certainly I'd like to thank Eric for the fine introduction. Known Eric almost since I moved to this area in 1987. And I'd certainly like to thank all those who considered me for this honor. I was super surprised. I can't tell you how surprised I was. And I'm also proud to be in the company of some other inductees tonight, Dave, Charlie, and Mark. Bill, I don't know, but I'm going to meet him after the presentation. So I certainly have a lot of respect for Dave. More than once I remember talking to Lynn saying, what can we do more for this guy, Dave? He's doing a great job in West Virginia soccer. And I've done that more than once, by the way. I'm working on it.
Money, Ron.
That's what I talked to Lynn about, money. Obviously, I have some support from over there. Somebody else I'd really like to tip a hat to and say thanks to is Mike McCarthy. And if you folks have worked with scheduling referees, assigning referees for tournaments, you can realize how difficult it was before Mike got the online assignment system running. This is a huge thing in West Virginia. I can personally attest to the difference before and after. You saw a picture of some orange shirts on a few referees today. And that got started by some people that some of you may know, Steve Glasgow and Ian Glasgow. I was at a Cross Lanes Christian game. Team came out with black shirts. I had my black uniform on. Both of them reached in their bag and pulled out their orange shirts and said, "Where's your orange shirt?" I says, "What's an orange shirt?" Ian says, "Not a problem." He reached in a bag and pulled out an orange T-shirt. He says, "Wear this." That started a tradition that continues on till this fall, actually. My soccer career really started with my oldest son playing 11 on 11 in a full-size field, and obviously it was a beehive formations. I decided there had to be a better way. The next year I got involved as a coach and continued for quite some time. One of the highlights is when I moved to Georgia, there was virtually no soccer operation there. The Navy base, Kings Bay, decided that the recreation department was going to organize soccer. They had money, but no one that knew anything about soccer. A few of us did, so we ended up organizing a league there. Very, very rewarding to see all those kids being involved in soccer for the very first time. One of the reasons I became a referee after I moved to West Virginia is John Fallon, the great Tays referee assigner, said, "We don't have enough refs, and you're going to have to ref your own game, so you might as well get certified as a referee." He was right. That same year, I reffed several of my own games. I'm sure some of you can identify with that. One of the memorable moments I had is I rode to the SSAC office with John Dernberger, and he kept us in stitches the whole time with soccer stories. And the worst thing about it, they were all true. Some of you may know John. And one maybe lowlight of my life involved Bob Gray. I was at a clinic in Tays Valley, and I was playing the ball with Erwin Hankey. We collided, and I broke my big toe. So I will always remember Bob Gray in his clinics. That's not a favorable remembrance, by the way. Yes. And one other surprise tonight, when I first started in West Virginia soccer, I was working with my son's team. I was an assistant coach at the time and eventually took over. And there was one David Rupp on that team who happens to be here with us tonight. And David Rupp and my middle son played on teams all the way through high school. Dave, thanks for staying involved in soccer. I appreciate it. And I've got one other thing to say. Thanks to Marcus for getting things organized and making things come off just as they should. And I want to thank you all for a tremendous soccer experience. Thanks.